What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I am Quartet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, steak song of all ages around the world. Culture Section is proud to present unto you from going by way of North Carolina.
Excuse sadness.
Put your hands together for Tada. Haters are gonna hate.
I ain't got nothing.
Up in here. It's can I get a witness though?
Yeah.
Up in here.
Can you get a witness?
Up in here.
Can you?
Up in here. In here.
Welcome to another explosive episode of the Culture Section Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify. Subscribe to the Fans of the Culture Network YouTube channel. Well.
All well.
Well, it's happened again, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only way I can start with.
What has happened again?
Young man named Tyre Nichols, who lived in Memphis, Tennessee. He is what I can say is probably the most powerful word besides death that I read. He succumbed to his injuries, which is still death.
He succumbed to his injuries.
That's what it said in there.
Did it say succumb to his life-threatening injuries or just succumb to his injuries?
I think it said succumb to his injuries on the final report.
How old was he?
I can't remember.
He worked at FedEx, though, right?
Worked at FedEx. So this is the story so far. Allegedly, I don't even know if it's even allegedly. Allegedly, they said, the report said he was driving reckless. They pulled him over. They got the car. They actually, this is video evidence, they actually yanked him out the car and got him on the ground. And they was real aggressive to him or with him. So initially it was just two cops. So they sprayed him with the pepper spray. And then some kind of way, put your hand out, they doing all that. And some way, he gets loose and he runs off. So he runs off. And then the whole time, one of the other police officers, man, I guess some of that spray went in his eye or something, and he rinsed his eye out. They called the other team, talking about they tased him and all this other stuff. So they found him a little bit later, and they get him, man, and they just start beating him down. And when I looked at it, I actually looked at it because I was like, I needed to really like see this and really look at it and just. It was very disturbing. They got several different angles of it, but I think it's 5 officers have been charged, and the 2 EMTs that did not render aid was there. They were relieved of their duties. As of right now, the white cop who we see his hands, he's as of today, no charges have been brought to him. I don't know. I don't know, man. What's your thoughts, man?
As far as what?
About the whole situation.
Why they pull him over?
They said a reckless driving.
And this was his personal vehicle?
Yeah. And they said that
this was during the day?
It was at night.
What time at night?
I can't remember all details.
So
it looked like it was around 8 o'clock.
So there was no sobriety test or
not none that was on the video.
And only one officer to start off with pulled him. 2 officers pulled him over.
Yeah.
They was riding together.
Yeah.
And they said that he was reckless driving. Have they described how he was recklessly driving?
No. And as of right now, I don't even think there's
a few officers that have been fired as well, right?
There was 5 of them. 5 officers and 2 EMTs. They've been charged with, I think, manslaughter.
Why have the EMTs been charged?
Because they refused to render. Well, because they didn't render aid. just
Oh, that's a tough situation, man.
it is
Where
when they
I don't know, when you're given a chance to do something right, why not just do something right?
yeah.
I don't know. It's just officers are here to serve and protect and to uphold the law, I guess, right?
Yeah. My man said, and I guess.
Well,
This show don't seem like it's
my bad. So they're here to serve, protect, uphold the law.
Yep.
I can understand a job can get stressful.
Okay.
I can understand that, man.
Okay.
But man, you still got to do your job, man.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
you want to know? You want to know the reality of it though?
What's that?
If I say this all the time, what is it? Basically, civil service. So whether it's the military, whether it's the police officers, whether it's the fire department, whether it's the doctors, guess what?
What's that?
No one cares about your stress level. You got to care about your stress level.
True.
So that means that they're expecting you to be able to function. They're not even asking you to be 100% state. They're asking you just to be humane and, moral while you're doing this. It's just like this. If you got a surgery to perform and you've been drinking, then you shouldn't go in there and do surgery.
True.
And they're expecting you to do better because they pound this into you.
True.
They pound this into you. I'm pretty sure the police academy pound this into you.
True.
You know what surprised me out of all of it, man? To
What's
be
that?
honest, is that blue wall that they talk about, the police officers talk about, the Blue Lives Matter. Where are they? Where are they?
What you mean, where they at?
Literally, they all about defending the police. Why y'all ain't saying, yo, man, these guys right here, they out of pocket. Where you at? Where your millions of people that's calling out the bad behavior?
Well, someone is if they've been fired.
That's just the lady. That's the chief of police doing that. I'm talking about the actual blue wall, the same Blue Lives Matter.
You saying you want them all to come out and take
They
a
should
stand?
all go to Memphis, and they need to be like this. I mean, this is 20 days. What we sit on about almost. I think we over a month now. We're almost at a month, 30 days, 31 days, something like that. But my whole thing is, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at. You say all cops are not bad.
Yeah, all of them aren't. We know all cops aren't bad. Stop playing.
So there's no need to keep saying it. But here's the thing, what I'm saying is, if you want to portray, and listen, I know it's some controversy in the Black Lives Matter, whatever the case may be, but I'm always looking at things like this, man. I feel like they need to be out there calling these guys out. I really do, man.
Like how?
The same way they call Black Lives Matter out.
Like, what do you want them to do?
I want them to go down there and support the police station or whatever the precinct and really call out police brutality.
So you want them to stand in front of their...
I don't care what they do. I just need to hear something. Right now I hear crickets.
You hear crickets?
I hear crickets. And it actually, and maybe it sounds foolish to you because it might sound foolish, but I'm to the point now, man. It's 5 black officers.
Okay.
First of all, one of them is horribly out of shape. I mean, he could not. I don't know what their physical fitness test is. This man was. I mean, I'm like, you didn't run that far. But anyway, but you black. You just so happen to be a police officer. And the crazy thing is, some of them guys in there have excessive force complaints. I was like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, but those are kind of iffy, though.
They are kind of iffy.
Excessive force complaints. I mean, a guilty man would probably complain about
excessive force.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not, get what you can get?
How many complaints do you get, though, before we take action? I'm just on the answer.
You got to look deep into the case or the person who's complaining about
deep at the video. Not
that one, just in general, the ones that lead up to that one.
Man.
I mean, it's hard it's hard to judge something if you can't see it, right? But when you finally see it, then you can.
I understand.
You know, some things you gotta see with your eyes. You know,
and I understand that but if I'm just taking all of the evidence in my face.
Oh, on this, since
I'm just saying,
they released the video, you know, we see this
all
now.
26 minutes. You're like, good God.
You gotta. It is what it is, man.
You know, his mom said.
What's that?
I think it was his mom said. It's worse than a Rodney King beat.
Is that what she said?
Ooh,
how does she know if it's because Rodney King lived and her son died?
Yeah, he walked away from at least in that situation.
He might have been. Yeah, true.
I think I read she couldn't even watch the whole thing.
Well, it's tough.
Understandable.
It's a tough pill to swallow, man. Watching your son die.
Yeah.
And the world can watch it with you now.
Yeah.
You watched all 26 minutes, you said, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to digest it all?
Well, I don't know about that.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I don't know about digesting it all, but
I mean, you analyzed it, right?
Yeah.
You sat in the police officer's shoes as well.
No, I ain't sitting in them shoes.
Why didn't you, man?
I don't know about them sitting in their shoes.
I mean, because
I don't know what you mean by
one could have said, enough is enough, man.
One could have said it.
We're taking this too far.
Guess what I thought this morning?
What's that?
Because I know you.
What did you think this morning?
I literally was driving here. I literally thought, I said, man, what if the two knuckleheads that said he ran out, what if the other three guys didn't know
like the situation?
The whole entire situation. Because you know there's a rumor. It's only a rumor, and this don't really have nothing to do with anything. But they were saying that one of the officers, he was dating.
Yeah, I seen that.
One of the officers' ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I seen that.
I said that if there's any, man, can you just imagine you supporting whatever, and you don't get the full story, and now all five of y'all on the line for some craziness. That don't really have anything to do with him getting.
Or you get to the scene. I mean, think about if you're an officer.
Yes.
Number one, you're gonna listen to your fellow officer before you listen to someone else.
Exactly.
And who knows what they tell you? I mean, they could have lied to you, man. You just go into the situation.
Cause they kept saying he owns something. He owns something.
Yeah, see,
and then
they're changing the narrative of everything.
Even when the video.
And you as an officer that just got to the scene, what are you supposed to do, man?
I know.
I mean, now you talking about people that you work with every day.
You went to a Blue Lives Matter meeting.
I'm just saying, you talking about people that you work with every day.
That you trust every
There
day.
you go. That was gonna be my second thing. And you trust. You get there.
You're pulling at my heartstrings, y'all.
And they tell you the situation. Now, since you work with them and you trust them, man, you believe them. You know what I'm saying?
What would you do if you found they was lying?
I would come out and say he lied to me.
Would you give him the hands first?
Nah, man, come on.
You would get in the hands.
Let my testimony and
be enough.
The jury and the judge, settle that, man.
Hey, man, the Lord's proud of you. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord.
I'm just saying,
no, for real.
It is a tough situation, man. It's almost like, God forgive me. This is a horrible example, but it's a great example, man.
Yeah.
Imagine your wife is cheating on you. You don't know.
Holy Jesus.
You may be walking to a situation and she says he's raping her.
That's true.
You married your wife. You love her. You trust her.
Yeah.
You gonna get that dude, right? And then imagine you find out she lied, man.
Which has been known to happen.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you gotta act fast though, because if you acting slow, anything could happen. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying there ain't no way
we'll evolve here, Culture Section,
to rectify it or fix that situation. But maybe they need to implement something. They need to change the way they do things now, man. Where I don't even know. I mean, man, it's horrible when you can't trust a police officer, though.
It is.
The man who's here to serve, protect, uphold the law, and now you got to question their intentions. Like now, man, you can't.
Integrity and all that.
How about now we don't pull over now? How about we just go to the nearest grocery store and they let us walk inside and they do it in the public in front of everybody so we can really how about this? We just drive to the nearest police station and we take it from there with all your peers there so they can stop.
You know what?
If it ain't a speeding ticket, You know what I'm saying? If it's something like that, you need to call the supervisor, the captain. Everybody need to be there. Even the news. You need to call the news, let them bring their cameras out there, and then you do whatever searches and seizures and everything else you need to do. Because obviously people don't care about a body cam no more. Obviously, the body cam, when they thought was going to solve the problem, ain't solving nothing. Only thing it's doing is showing us the evidence of what's happening.
Yeah.
And then, God, I don't even know, even as an officer, if you know you got a body cam on, don't you know you're going to get caught in a lie?
Come on, man. That's that part.
Do you forget? Maybe they forgetting that they wearing it or something. They ain't been wearing it for, maybe they ain't been implemented that long, so they just think they still out there protected or something, man, because common sense will tell you if you got a body cam on, it's going to show everything that you did. Maybe you thought you was moving enough that they couldn't get a good focus.
Hey, man.
Huh?
Can I ask you this?
What's
Why
that?
nobody don't ever think about their pension?
I don't even know.
Something that...
Maybe they got something else going on. Maybe they about to die. The doctor gave them some bad news. They was like, I ain't got nothing to live for.
No, because sometimes it's not, I'm not saying it's about the money. What I'm trying to say, that's just a word for, like, I got something to lose.
Yeah, what about their family?
Yeah, like, man.
How about he's another black man that you doing this to?
Another one.
Give him a chance.
And then
he owns something. Like, what did he do for you to be that aggressive?
Yo,
though?
they was aggressive. The two of them was aggressive.
That's what I'm saying. What did he do for them to be that aggressive? What's that, man? Don't say he slept with the ex-girlfriend.
No, but you know he did.
What did he do, man?
He made that dude tired. So he got angry. I mean, they went it. When you look, he's like, man, he said, spray the water in my face. I said, man, this man, like, and then I just, that's the part that really got them boys fired. Well, obviously, the beating, but when they would just sit around just kind of talking like they back at like they outside the club, and they told he got to be on something.
He got to be on something.
And then the dude said something about, y'all had said he was bald-headed, but that's him, ain't it? Did you hear that part?
Nah.
I was like, man, he said, that's him, ain't it? I said, man, hold on. And then they was in this neighborhood, and people was kind of riding by. I don't know. I think I seen one guy one person, whoever was in the car, kind of stopped. Not completely stopped, but you know how you probably break or something like that. But I'm just saying, like, yo, man, I'm all for. I'm willing to say that it's tough to be a police officer.
You willing to say that?
I'm willing to say that, and I'm willing to say that some situations are gonna get out of hand. I'm not even mad. I'm gonna be honest, and this is just me. I'm not even mad at all the cursing. I'm not mad about it. But here's the part that the thing about it, what makes the curse, this is what makes the cursing bad. It's your intent. Like he is nothing. Like nothing. No matter, like nothing. Get you out the car. I mean, they grab him out the car. Man, who does that? Most people, if they pulling you over, let's say they pulling you over, they'll say, let me see your license and registration. Now you can't say y'all fast forwarded that because the video was running as soon as you. I think they even got a part where there's no sound. They just inside the car. One of them cameras, it looks so weird. I said, man, where the volume at? My mind crazy. But I'm just saying, man.
How you know just on silence?
I don't know. I can stand in silence.
Where's the volume? Where's the volume at?
Where's the volume at? But
you wanted to hear them discuss what they was gonna do first?
Nah, I wanted to hear, because you
want to hear conversations?
Something. I want to hear something that led into the, I'm talking about when they pull them over. You know how they get out of the car?
Yeah, man.
When he not drag them out the car, but when they got out the car,
yeah,
all you hear is like that.
Yeah, they close. Yeah, they're walking.
And I was like, man, what?
You want them to discuss what they're gonna do as they walk up there?
No, I want to hear all the sound, all of it. I want to hear the radio blasting. I need to know what kind of mood you was in, man. I need to know. Because I'm going to tell you, bro.
You know what kind of mood they was in. You seen it.
Yeah.
They showed you at the end what kind of mood they was in.
I mean, this is terrible.
They was in the fighting mood.
So, this is the only thing, and this right here, this is probably the part that most people don't understand. The mama was talking about I have to believe that he was sent here on an assignment, right?
Her son?
Yeah, her son was sent here on assignment, and he's completed his assignment. He's gone home.
What was his assignment?
I guess whatever God had, whatever assignment she talking about. She ain't talking about no, but
I want to have I completed mine.
I mean,
Oh, what is my assignment? Go on though, man.
how many more years you trying to live down here?
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm trying to at least see. I don't even want to put no number on it. If I could just get a number.
Was you about to say 60 though, man?
I was gonna say 60, but 60 is so limited.
Is
I
it?
don't want to put that out there.
I don't know.
I want to live long.
When I think about people like passing away, I think about what they leave behind. Like, depending on what the age they are. Like,
I'm gonna leave you some studio equipment.
if they
I don't know if you're gonna bid it.
if they're young,
Yeah.
like I think, or they had a wife, do they got kids?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's every parent's wish to outlive their kids, though. Because as a parent, you don't want to see your child die, man. That's
No.
because even that you see your legacy, and when you go, you just want to know your legacy is continuing or whatnot. For his mama to have to say that she thinks his assignment is complete, well, that's good, man. I guess you have to stay in a positive attitude, man. Because the opposite would be he was gone too young, and even though he was, he. But I mean, it was. Let's be honest. If we get spiritual with it, it was his time to go. I mean, God already knew that his number was up, man, and maybe, but he still serves a purpose. You got to understand, because his whole event serves a purpose of us knowing that, man. I would say we got to do better, but nah, man. In this case, man, law enforcement
got to do better.
A whole lot better. I mean, man, you think we would have learned from the numerous. I mean, we could just use George Floyd as the figurehead.
Always come back to George Floyd, don't it?
But you would think we would learn from that, man. Like, enough as a police officer, is he enough, man? Good night.
Listen.
Like, he didn't shoot or kill nobody. Obviously, because usually when they pull you over, they run your tags and everything else and try to figure out who you is. And they can even see if you have warrants, right?
Yeah.
And the simple fact is he actually pulled over. That's a way of showing compliance already. That simple fact is a good gesture that, okay, he pulled over, we ain't chasing nobody. Okay, let's do the job. It shouldn't have to came to that. Now, the problem is, will it stop?
Yo, the way you said, you sound like you sound like you work for the police union. Will it stop?
Will it, man? And I hate to say it. No, it is not going to stop, man.
Hey, man.
Huh? It may stop for a while or a moment, and we don't even know how long that moment is going to be, but it's not going to stop people.
Here's the progression, though. Not to cut you. Here's the progression.
Oh, I was done. My nose started running.
I was thinking.
It's all chilly up in here.
What? I was like, this man got the fan on behind him.
Well, I was trying to blow the heat.
Is the oven?
It is. That's why I was trying to blow the heat out. I don't even feel nothing in heat, man. I just felt, I was like, I'm freezing.
Yo, you said that in the wrong. Okay, so this should be the progression. All right, you apply for the police officer.
Yeah.
Become a police officer. You do the academy. You be on patrol. You might become sergeant. You might become a detective. You do your 30. You walk away knowing that you done some good in your community. I can't advocate this, but you might decide you want to start a bar or something just for the police. You call them, just a progression, man, or whatever. You might start a security firm or join a security firm and make way more than he's making as police officers. It's a natural progression that I think they need to get you got to start thinking, man. The thing about it is this. This ain't the 80s, man, where, crack is running rapid and and the gangs are, not saying that gangs are not out here. They still out here, but it ain't like the stuff you see on TV during the 80s. Boatloads of cocaine and, destroyed projects and dead bodies and, man, but you are a police officer, man.
True.
I understand we not asking you to act like we live in Mayberry.
That's right.
But man, it's like, now, how you gonna be out here See, the problem is half of y'all barely got through school, and you want to go there and hold your chin up and look above everybody because you got a little power. I'm not mad at you feeling like you got power. What about just treating people humane? That's it. Who don't walk out with their chest out when they're young? But come on, man, you can't. And then on top of that, the way the world is, you can't sit and watch and let this stuff happen and just be quiet about it. You can't do it no more. It's too much at risk. People are losing their careers, man. 25, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. But they don't care. I just think when you're black and you do this, you was just the lowest of the low. I'm sorry on this one here. And the fact that, like you said, on a deeper level, it was the time, and whatever we supposed to get out of it, I hope we get it. I really don't. But they don't need to beat a dead horse because, like Charlamagne said, whenever this happens, all the conversations come back, and it's just more of the same. So I don't know. I just hope they wise up, man. I think you can't tell your child to comply. They do, and they still end up in this situation like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got my hands on wheels, sir. All that sir, and all that extra politeness, and they still get you the same result. They don't respect life. They don't respect life. They just don't, man. It ain't all officers, but I'm tired of saying that too. Y'all know we talking about the bad ones.
I hear you over there.
My name is Quartet, man.
Shout out the greatest me.
See you when we see. Peace.